Hello, everyone, and welcome back to CozyAnimeCookie, aka your girl Alicia. And we are going to be diving right back into Mandemon. Now, the last time we left off, Satomi decided to accept the proposal of our dear Dracula in front of us. So let's see where this story is going to take us now. I'm so excited. Let's go.
そうか。すなわち契約成立なり。
She held me up, and suddenly I felt a sharp pain piercing through my shoulder, spreading from there to my entire body. In that instant, I felt my body envelop in a numbing sensation, as if an indescribable and eerie force filled my organs. That terrifying power exhilarated me, and I felt as if flames were rising within my heart. I could sense the desire for revenge flowing through my blood, coursing through every inch of my arteries and veins. Gradually, my consciousness started to blur until it vanished completely.
新しき生にようこそ。
In the darkness, I can almost feel Minimoto, is that how she gently stroking my hair. Soon after, I drifted into a deep slumber. I'm a vampire. Wait a minute, can I walk in a day? Ooh. The sound of babbling brooks and the sensation of cold water flowing over my fingertips. This sensation reminds me that I am still alive and I am here in this moment. I scooped a bit of water from the creek with my hand and splashed it onto my face, the cool water giving me a sense of recovery. I gazed at my reflection on the water surface, my mind filled with uncertainty. Have I obtained the power of undead? Yet I found no visible changes in my appearance. Was last night's memory real? I slapped my face, attempting to regain a sense of reality through the pain.
おーい、さとみくん。
Someone was calling out to me. I turned around to see a dignified woman dressed in a white kimono with a green hakama?
どうしてこんなところにいるのかしら。それに自分で自分をひっぱたくなんて。
She saw it.
また記憶がなくなったみたいね。大丈夫。私は次という名前で、スナが次っていうのよ。あなたの学校の生物の先生よ。
Oh, I see. So she's a teacher, but why is she dressed like a priestess? I gazed at the contents of Mrs. Suniga. So is she like his sister? Attempted to find a trace of familiarity in her face, yet my mind remained blank.
そうだ。先生は今から学校に行くところなんだけど、一緒に来る？
Yes.
ええ。
Yes, the school. My heart clenched in an instant. I must quickly inform the other teachers about what Sakaguchi has done.
ところで、昨日の嵐はすごかったわね。
はい。
神社の古い木が倒れて屋根に当たったんですって。幸い神社は無人じゃ。
うん。
神社は無人じゃ。だよ。ちょっと？なんでキツツキみたいにうなずくだけなのよ。先生なんだか恥ずかしくなっちゃったじゃない。まったくもう。さあ、笑って笑って。それに学校には楽しいことがいっぱいあるはずよ。
Are there any joyful things?
学校って生徒を前線に送り出すところじゃないんですか？
何を言ってるの？学校は青春を楽しむところよ。お友達と勉強したり、好きな女の子にドギマギしたり、楽しいことはたくさんあるでしょ？
Why does she interpret school in this way?
だから、さとみくん、学校で楽しくやってる？
Should I lie to her and say I'm happy?
ま
Answer.
あ、楽しいといえば楽しいかもしれません。
そう？そう言ってくれると先生は嬉しいわ。
My heart clenched again. Ruriko. I need to hurry back to school. Listening to this teacher cracking dry jokes here is just a waste of time. I must inform the other teachers about Ruriko's situation and restrict allowing Sakaguchi to continue will put other students at risk in the school.
実はね、あなたの精神状態がずっと安定しないみたいで、先生は心配していたの。
It's strange to have a normal mental state while studying in school. At this moment, the cawing of a crow came from a nearby tree. I was surprised to find a crow with crimson eyes staring at me from the top of a branch.
あ
I felt an inexplicable heat rising in my body. It's Minamoto? Minamoto is watching me?
大丈夫？
あ、あのカラス、あれはあいつが変身したんです。あれが僕を見てる。
Oh, Minamoto was a guy? Oh, is Minamoto urging me to fulfill that promise? Suniga turned her back to me and walked towards the front. She looked up at the dense treetop.
どこにカラスがいるのかしら？
I watched her figure and suddenly an evil thought arose in my heart. Just as I took step by step towards her, she suddenly turned around.
それに、人間がカラスに変身するなんてありえないでしょ？そんな冗談はやめてよね。
I let my hand drop. As I looked at her innocent smile, my heart felt a pang. What has gotten into me? Suniga, completely oblivious to my unease, just smiled and looked at me. I no longer had the courage to look her in the eye, so I could only lower my head and follow her towards the school. Child, did I make the wrong decision? After we arrived at the school, she led me straight to Mr. Office. I can't remember his name. As we entered the office, Mr. was watering the plants. He seemed quite surprised when he saw us.
え？神社にいなかったのかい？
井上先生。
I know you.
そういえば、僕の育てたチューリップが咲いたんだ。見てくれ。
Oh, he got a thing for the teacher.
今はそんなこと言ってる場合じゃないわ。
Suniga leaned in close to Inua's ear and whispered something, clearly a secret that she didn't want me to know.
なんだって？道路が崩落しただと？
Inua repeated her words loudly, so I eventually found out the contents of their conversation.
そうですよ。今は谷間の唯一の道が巨大な岩で塞がれてるの。
昨夜の嵐のせいか。これはまずいな。春の工作準備もまだ終わってないし、畑だってまだ半分しか耕せてないんだ。
ええ、去年も収穫が悪かったですし、今年もこんなことになったら心配だわ。
学生たちに掘らせるしかないか。
別の道は使えないんでしょうか。
Inua, with a furrowed brow, rummaged through the papers on his desk. Finally, he pulled out a map.
他の山道はもうずっと誰も通ってなくてさ。 それに目的地が畑だとしたら、すごく遠回りになるんだ。本当に災難だよ。今は如月の件もあるしな。
如月さんはどうしたの？
ああ、いや、それを。
Just then, as if suddenly noticing my presence, Inu looked towards me.
あ、さとみくんは今日神社から来た時に見つけたんです。
さとみくん、君、昨夜は学校にいなかったって聞いたんだけど。
はい。
If I were to tell them about Sakaguchi's situation, now would be the chance. Oop. Let's see what this does. Ooh. Because they can easily turn it on me. I should just silently get my own revenge. I shouldn't even involve the teachers. I'm gonna silently get my own revenge. That's what I'm gonna do.
僕も忘れちゃってまして。目が覚めたら山の中だったんです。
またあれね。さとみくんの記憶が混乱してるのは。
そうか。
Inua Sensei revealed a pitiful expression towards me.
何かあったら先生に言うんだぞ。
I doubt it. He clearly knows nothing. That's right. I lied. Instead of relying on these useless teachers, I'd better solve it myself. I shall kill Sakaguchi and avenge Ruriko.
これから須永先生と話すことがあるから、君は先に教室に戻っておいてくれ。
またね。
はい。
I left the office. As I returned to the corridor, I unexpectedly found Tsunaga Kyuchi standing outside. He was still the same as always, with a warm smile on his face. If one wasn't careful, they could easily be deceived by such a smile.
ああ、重幸。大丈夫か？
Honestly, I didn't really want to see this guy's face.
ルリコも行方不明になっちゃって、みんな心配してるんだ。
How ironic. Isn't it you who caused Ruriko's death?
あんたとルリコは同時に行方不明になったんだよな。何か知ってることはないか？どうして黙ってるんだ？
須永君は本当は僕とルリコのことなんて気にしてませんよね。
え？
気にしてるのは自分のことだけですよね。
Oh, Tsunaga Kichi paused, then angrily said to me,
それの何が悪い？今の生活が大変でみんな苦労してるんだぞ。
何？生き残るために何でもできるって言うんですか？同級生を犠牲にしても構わないって。
誰が言ったんだ？小林か？
ルリコはもう死んだんです。坂口に殺されたんだ。お前のせいだ！
何？
Tsunaga took a step back, revealing a look of horror on his face.
どうして？本当なのか？でも坂口は浦島と二人きりになるのは初めてじゃなかったし、どうして今回？俺はただ。
You wanted him to do the unspeakable word to that girl.
お前はもうルリコの名前を口にする資格がない。
待てよ。
I turned away, so I don't know what expression he had at that moment. I know our friendship has shattered, and there is no possibility of repair from now on. Perhaps we once had some room for compromise, but now we have none.
委員長が教室で待ってるぞ。
Don't speak to me. His voice suppressing a sob. I heard the sound of the door being opened, presumably whatever, Kiichi entering the teacher's office. I gotta get these pronunciations correctly. It occurred to me that Tsutsuki and Kiichi shared the same surname. I knew they were siblings. Perhaps they were relatives. Ooh, you know, I had a not so nice thought. What if I allow Minito to take out the sister to make him grieve? That's a sinister thought. At that moment, I noticed a familiar sound of a piano coming from upstairs, perhaps played by... The melody flowed gracefully, as if beckoning me. What should I do? Usuki? No, I want to go see this lady. I decided to go to the music room and see. I sat upright at the piano playing with grace.
さとみくん、うろちょろしてて大丈夫なのかしら。
Perhaps noticing my arrival, she ceased playing and placed her right hand on her bag.
最近、先生たちに授業のないときは、教室で自習しなさいって言われてるでしょ。なのに君は、あっちこっちと、いいのかしら。
Oh, you cared?
別に大丈夫じゃないですか。先生たちから何か制限されてるとは思いませんけれど。
そう、なのね。その特別扱いを、当然のごとくとお思い？
そうなんですか。
Privileges. What do you mean? Do I have some kind of privilege because I have amnesia?
それに、あなただってそうじゃないですか。教室で自習しなくても大丈夫なんですか？
私がここにいるのは当然。ここは授業時以外は音楽部の活動室。私は部員よ。
音楽部。他の部員はいないんですか？
他の人、卒業したわ。
そうなんですか。新しい人を勧誘したらどうですか？
I gazed at the empty classroom, feeling a sense of desolation. It was too quiet here.
必要ないわ。
そうなんですね。
Oh well, let her be. Perhaps she doesn't enjoy bustling environments.
さとみくん、何か変わったわね。
Do I now? Eyes locked onto me, their deep black pupils seemingly delving into the depths of my soul. It made me feel somewhat uneasy.
ゆうべあなたが僕に言った人が死ぬうんぬんっていうのはどうやって知ったんですか？
Yeah.
人間よ。
She gently caressed the piano keys.
人間とはそういうもの。誰かが死ねば不信と疑惑に濡れ、それでまた新しい人が死んでいく。連鎖反応みたいにね。
She turned her head to look at me.
あなたは人間についてどう思ってるのかしら。
She has a point there. What is my view on humans? Humans still have hope. No. I'm very morbid in thinking, and I do believe humans are beyond
人
redemption.
間は救いようがありません。みんな自分のことしか考えない。生活は恐怖と不安で満ちている。この世界はもう終わりだよ。
Amen. That's how I feel about this world now.
そう。それがあなたの答え。
Yes. She appeared somewhat disappointed.
雨宮さん、あなたが瑠璃子が死ぬかもしれないと予測したのなら、坂口を止めなかったのはどうしてですか？
私は瑠璃子を知らない。彼女の死を予測することもできなかったわ。
僕たちってもしかしてクラスメイトじゃないんですか？
It really confuses me. At first, I thought we were classmates, so naturally, I assumed we should know each other.
は
Does she not even go here? She's quite strange. I should leave this place quickly.
じゃあ、これで失礼します。
まだ終わってないわ。気をつけて。
I closed the door as placed her hands back on the piano, carrying on with her performance. As I returned to the corridor, the sky suddenly darkened. Around the corner, a dim red light emanated. As I approached, I discovered a girl dressed in a pitch black gown, amusing herself with a crow by the window. Oh. It was Minamoto.
里見茂之
She heard the sound of my footsteps, and those crimson pupils turned towards me.
何油を売っているのだ。はよわらわの獲物を探すがよい。約束を忘れたとは言わせんぞ。
No, I haven't.
特にあの雨宮という女、極めて不愉快だ。
あなた。
おお、どうした？命の恩人を忘れてしまったのか？
She gently stroked the crow's body while gazing out the window.
つまらない学校だ。愚か者ばかりで実にくだらぬ。数百年が経過したというのに、人間は何一つ変わっておらぬな。だが、崩落のせいで全ての学生が山の上に閉じ込められているそうだな。聞いているか？教師どもは崩落を片付けるのに生徒を刺激しようとしていると。まったく、奴らの身の程知らずなことよ。皆山に閉じ込められている。そちにその意味がわかるか？
A peculiar glimmer flashed in her eyes.
どういうこと？
それは、皆が窮地に陥り、誰も逃れられず、学校全体が絶望の底に沈むことを意味するのである。これらの小アッパどもは、世の中をすべて知り尽くしたと自負しているが、実際には愚か者の中の愚か者で、虫より純真である。
She revealed a sinister smile.
血よ。やはり絶望に落ちた人間の血こそ、至高の美味だ。
Her words sent shivers down my spine. I couldn't believe that I had truly become a servant to this monster.
茂之よ。わらわはこの学校を探り回ってきた。坂口は厄介者ゆえ、最初に始末しようと思っている。奴を討ち取れば、他の生徒は軽々だ。それに、そちも奴と因縁があるのだろう。これはいい機会ではないか？
どういうこと？
奴を一人呼び出すがよい。わらわの意図がわからぬか？その後、わらわに任せよ。
At this moment, I hesitated for a moment. I truly despise Sakaguchi to the core, and I'm sure he was also plotting to get rid of me. But did I really want to seek revenge with the help of Minamoto's power? If she truly regained her strength, then all the students and teachers in the school would be in danger. What should I do? I'm doing the opposite of what I really would do.
はい、わかりました。
よきよき。わかったなら早く取り掛かるのじゃ。わらわはずっと見ておるぞ。
After saying that, she opened the window and leaped out. By the time I reached the window and looked down, she had already disappeared. I believe she must have transformed into a crow and flown away. After gathering at the playground, Kobayashi led our classmates to the site of the landslide. The road ahead had been completely destroyed, covered with large and small rocks and debris. The students held stones in their hands, laboriously clearing the accumulated mud and rocks on the road. The sky was still drizzling, with a chilling wind howling, giving the feeling that a second landslide could happen at any moment.
くそ、こんなん掘って溶かせると思ってるのか。これじゃあ永遠に終わらないぞ。
Not far from me, Suniga was struggling to excavate the soil with his homemade stone tools.
それにあそこにある大きな岩を見ろよ。土をどかしてもあんな大きな岩をどうやって動かすってんだ。
おい、声を小さくするんだ。観察員に聞かれたらどうする？とにかく清掃してるふりをすればいいんだ。まだわからないのか？
何ふざけたことを。
きっとそのうち救助が来るはずさ。なんとかなるよ。
Hmm.
明らかに今やってるのは人力でできることじゃない。まともな道具さえ持ってないんだぞ。
くそ、もうやる気ねえ。
Suniga forcefully throws away the stone in his hand.
どうしたムキになって。もしかしてクラスメートと喧嘩でもしたのか？
この野郎小林、お前に言われる筋合いはねえ。
Suniga grabs Kobayashi by the
や
collar.
る気か？だったらやってみろよ。今大事なのはみんなで生き残ることだろうが、夏の稲刈りができなければみんな餓死するってことだぞ。あんたの姉さんも含めてな。
Mm-mm.
この野郎、姉さんのことを口にすんな。
Suniga finally couldn't hold back and punches Kobayashi in the face.
ほどぶっ殺されたいんだな。お望み通りにしてやる。
The two wrestled on the ground. Suniga's face flushed as the shouted loudly, swinging his fist fiercely at Kobayashi. Kobayashi, on the other hand, was in a more disheveled state, with almost every punch landing solidly on him.
てめえがみんなのリーダーになれてんのはてめえの姉さんのおかげだ。てめえ自身は何もねえんだよ。
Kobayashi continued to speak without restraint. Suniga was completely provoked, his emotions completely out of control. Some students around were also caught up in the chaos, attempting to pull them apart, but mostly standing by to watch the spectacle, some even cheering. However, I had seen enough of this spectacle between the two. I looked around. Sakaguchi was nowhere to be found. What was he plotting? But now was indeed a good opportunity. I discreetly set down the stones. I need to find a place where no one is around. Taking advantage of the commotion, I quietly entered an empty path and made my way deeper into the woods. Everyone's attention was completely absorbed by Suniga and Kobayashi. No one would notice me leaving, except Sakaguchi. As I walked along the path for a while, I heard the sound of flowing water. It was a stream. This might be a good place. If I get blood on me, I can clean it off with the cold water here. I sat down against a tree and looked up at the sky. Suniga was right. Everyone's current efforts were in vain, and there was a possibility of a second collapse burying us all. But no one cares if the student gets buried underground, just like no one cares about Ruiko's life or death. I gradually understood that this world was beyond salvation, including the teachers and the students. Ruiko was my only hope, but Sakaguchi took her away from me. But I have no choice but to seek revenge. It's time to wrap things up. In the distance, heavy footsteps could be heard. The sound of the wind grew louder and a monstrous figure emerged.
おい、もやし野郎。
Oh, yeah, you.
びっくりしたぞ。お前は一体何なんだ？ どうして生きているんだ？
It was Sakaguchi. Indeed is he.
お前が死に損なったのはまだいい。だがなんでまた戻ってきたんだ？戻ってこられたら、てめえを殺さなきゃいけなくなるだろうが。
I just want to know why.
坂口。なんで瑠璃子を殺したんだ？
Right?
てめえは本当にしつこい。ただの普通の生徒の分際で、どの道もう殺したことには変わりねえ。
Are you serious?
せめて理由を知りたいんだ。
いいだろう。メイドの土産として教えてやるよ。瑠璃子を強姦したんだ。だが途中で耐えられなかったようで死んじまった。
Oh my god, he did do that to her. Oh my gosh. I'm probably gonna have to censor that word out. Oh my gosh, he did do that to her. Oh my gosh. Why did he do that? Oh my gosh.
体があんまりも細いからうっかり落ちまっただけだ。
Oh my goodness. As he finished speaking, it felt like something inside me cracked. You and me both. I am about to cry. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he did that to her. What? What does he think he's saying? What does he mean by accidentally snapped? What right does his filthy hands have to touch Ruiko? The thought of Ruiko, who used to smile at me, being defiled by this man, made every fiber of my being ache as if it were about to shatter. Unalive him. I absolutely must unalive this guy.
許さない。お前を絶対殺すからな。
And I can't believe I defended him in the beginning. This guy's a monster. Sakaguchi froze in shock.
面白いこと言いやがる。だからなんだ。お前みたいなもやし野郎なんてこれっぽ。
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I stood up from under the tree, taking slow steps towards him.
くそー。てめえ生意気だな。
He swung his massive fist at me. I closed my eyes, prepared to take that solid blow, but the fist never landed. I opened my eyes and witnessed an incredibly unbelievable scene. Sakaguchi was clutching his arm, his expression filled with excruciating pain, and at that other end of his arm, his forearm was nowhere to be seen. In its place was a gaping hole, gushing blood profusely.
濁っていると言うべきか、それとも。とにかくこの男の血はまるでタンパク質とクロム整合菌が混ざったような味がする。
It was Minamoto. She was holding Sakaguchi's severed forearm, lifting her head and greedily savoring the taste of blood, which was still dripping from the arm.
口当たりがよろしくないな。べっぴんだ。
She shook her head and tossed the forearm aside.
お前は誰だ？
Sakaguchi gasped loudly, looking at Minamoto.
命取りの相手だ。覚えておく必要はない。汝にとって無意味である。間もなく汝は死ぬ。
ジンも
Man demon. So Minamoto is a man demon.
無礼者が
Minamoto swung his arm, leaving behind a dark silhouette in the air. Now, is Minamoto a girl or a guy? Or they? They, them? They, them. Sakaguchi's legs gave way beneath him. I don't feel bad for this guy at all. Sakaguchi now only had one arm left.
その呼び方は気に入らん。今の世で人の子はわらわをそう呼ぶのか？本当に無礼なことだ。
Sakaguchi, using only one arm to support his body, desperately moved towards the other side, attempted to escape from Minamoto.
串刺し子、吸血鬼、不死者。名前をつける前にわらわの意見を聞けばよかろうに。そうであろう？人の子よ。
Minamoto glanced at me.
あ
I pointed towards Sakaguchi.
あいつ
おう、逃げるのを心配しているのか。
Minamoto swiftly caught up with him, stepping on his chest, rendering him immobile.
化け物めが。
まだ言うか。本当に口の利き方を知らぬようだな。
Minamoto's gaze turned cold and fierce as she raised her arm, emanating an eerie crimson glow, reaching towards Sakaguchi's neck. Unable to bear witnessing the scene, I closed my eyes. Sakaguchi's agonizing moans and the gruesome sound of flesh mingled together, making it unbearable for me. I tightly covered my ears, hiding beneath a tree with my back turned to them. The unfolding scene, even in my imagination, was distressing. I am a cowardly man, despite being the one who desired revenge. Yet in this moment, all I felt was a deep fear towards Minamoto's cruel power. What should I do? How am I supposed to fulfill my agreement with Minamoto? At the moment, I sensed Minamoto's presence behind me. I turned around and opened my eyes, and my heart started racing once again. A cruel smile adorned her face.
どうしたのだ？もっと喜べ。そちの望んだ復讐が果たされたのだぞ。
坂口は
あそこにある。
I looked behind her, and Sakaguchi's limbs were scattered in the bushes, the original shape indistinguishable. What a brutal force this is. Even the fiercest beast couldn't tear a human apart in an instant like this. My knees couldn't help but tremble. Suddenly, Minamoto became alert.
ほら、新たな人の子のご登場だ。
Sure enough, there came rustling sounds from the other side of the forest. There's someone hiding over there. Is someone spying on us? Is it Sakaguchi's men? Perhaps realizing that he had been discovered, he stepped out of his own. As the figure became clear, that person was Suniga Kiichi. Wait, why is Suniga here? Wasn't he fighting with Kobayashi? Could it be that he came with Sakaguchi? Could it be that he's siding with Sakaguchi?
おい、これ、一体どうなってるんだ？
Oh, buddy, you're next. He was shocked to see the scattered limbs in the bushes. At that moment, Minamoto raised her hand. Could it be that she...
待って源さん、スナガまで殺すつもりですか？
Minamoto slowly turned towards me.
そうだ。口を封じねばならんだろう。
Yeah.
そんな必要はないです。スナガを殺す必要はないんです。
He is just in fault of everything.
サトミ、あんた。
Sunika's first fist clenched tightly, indicating his realization of the gravity of the situation at hand. However, it was too late. Minamoto deceivingly stepped forward, his hands transforming into blades that pierced through Sunika's chest. Sunika's eyes widening, emitting a sharp groan before collapsing to the ground.
やめて！
Satomi, let it be. I sprinted swiftly towards Sunika's side. Sunika struggled to lift his head, blood gushing from his chest, staining his clothes as his life slowly ebbed away.
さっきの騒動、終わった後、あんたがいなくて。だから、 だから心配して探しに来たんだよ。
Oh, I don't know. Maybe this is turning my heart towards him. Minimo pushed me aside.
こやつを始末せねばならん。
待ってください。
そういうことか。分かったよ、重幸。これが俺の報いか。ほんとごめんな。あんたも気づいてるだろう。この世界どこかおかしいんだよ。僕はずっとこの世界のルールに従って生きてきたけど、実はそれが間違ってたんだ。
Oh, now I kind of feel bad now.
逃げ出してくれ。あんたならできるはずだ。あんただけでもいいから。泣くな。みんないつか死ぬんだからさ。先に行くぞ。
Okay, now I feel bad. Minamoto stabbed once again, this time aiming for the heart. Tsunaga's pupils lost their color. He was gone. That hurtful cry.
一体何を泣いている？人間への復讐が措置の目的じゃろ。
Did Minamoto got a point? Minamoto said coldly behind me. I dared not turn around, for I feared that at this moment she would notice the look in my eyes and kill me as well.
わらわの腹は満たされた。もう食わぬゆえ、これの始末は任せる。
The sound of flapping wings echoed as Minamoto departed. Now I am left alone. All alone. Enough. No. I'm going against all my choices, okay? So don't judge me. Oh well, let's not dwell on sadness any longer. Tsunaga's action indirectly led to the death of Urashima Ruiko. Thus, he too met a deserving end. I gently laid down the lifeless body of Tsunaga. Let's bury him here. I dug a shallow grave right where I stood and set Tsunaga to rest. As for the pile of Sakaguchi mangled flesh, I had no idea how to handle it, nor did I have the desire to face it directly. Anyway, it won't be long before wild beasts devour it completely, so let it be. Actually, there's no need to hide it specifically. Considering that Minamoto might target other students in the future, I believe it's best not to reveal ourselves prematurely. After I have done all of this, I return to the place where the students are. Well, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and do a hard stop there. I know this whole episode or video was very, very dark. And I'm going to definitely put a warning at the beginning of this video. But I hope you have a very great rest of your day, evening, night, or whenever you see this video. Please go hug someone that you love, or take a good deep breath, go touch some grass out there, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. So I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.